God, for sending your angel, oh God, sending Dr. Ruth and night in, night out, oh God, preparing for us to come in and to feed from your hand, oh God. Lord, we thank you, oh God, for the participants on Facebook, on YouTube, on the Zoom, and people who want to come but not able to. But Lord, we thank you for everyone. We thank you, oh God, for the participants on their way. Speed up their steps, oh God, so they won't miss a thing. Lord, in your name we give you praise and we thank you for knowledge. Amen.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. So good night, guys. Welcome, welcome, welcome to tonight's call. Amen and amen. Let's see. I'm trying to find it. Okay. So I know I'm kind of far away. I'm sitting in my chair, so I'm sorry that I'm so far, but hopefully this is better. But welcome to, let me take off this mask. Just came in, but welcome to tonight's call. Thank you so much for getting on. Like I said, you know, guys, we have been doing this straight every single night. And the reason why I'm doing it every night is to show persons consistency. I know you're like, well, why does Ruth Ann keep doing it? You know, listen, there's consistency in everything that you do. And sometimes we just have to master the consistency of what we're doing to show persons that this is, I'm serious about this. You know, I was speaking, a lady called me today, Miss Murray, I believe. She's on Lisa Brathwaite. No, Lisa's team from Canada, right? Brathwaite, is it? No? Is it Brathwaite? Lisa Brathwaite?
Yeah,
Mama?
Brathwaite. Yes.
Yeah. Okay, so on Lisa Brathwaite's team, and she said, Dr. Ruth Ann, you might not see me in the forefront of anything. I'm always in the back. It was Miss Murray. But she said, Ruth Ann, I love what you do every single day, day in, day out. You know, she said, I gave some samples to my pastor when I first started over a year ago. She said, I don't even think he touched it. He didn't use it. He didn't try it, nothing. And so she said, she watches me nearly every day doing these calls. And she said, she heard on the call where I say, I'm here to serve, just call me. So she just decided to call me. And she said, she wants me to do some calls for her. And I said, no problem. The gentleman has a radio station. So she finally got the products back to her pastor and said, please take it. He came back the next day, not 3 days, not a week, not a month. What is in this product? I need this product. What is in this product? I need this product. You only understand what I'm trying to get at, eh? This isn't a want product. When you get on this product and it starts cleansing your body and allowing your blood to flow the way it should, energizing your body, giving you less stress and all these different things, listen, you will be blown away by what it does. You will be blown away by what these products do. You know, persons don't understand the power of a product that can get into your microcirculation and into your circulatory system and do some amazing things in there. This is a gem. People are like, a guy called me today. And of course, you all know I'm the ED queen, right? Erectile dysfunction queen. I'm trying to make sure all the men are happy because hard men are good to find. Not good men are hard to find. Hard men are good to find. And he said, yeah, you know, I'm a senior. I'm up there. He says, man, and my wife is lay there and I there, and I had nothing, like I ain't been like that for 2 years. 2 years. You know, and he said, well, my wife ain't got no urges, and no, that's not normal. You gotta understand, it's not normal. When you have that, you heard Nurse Donnelly talk about, what was it, Marva, when she speaks about when women's hormones are down and off kilter. You know, what did she call it? What was the word she used? I can't remember the word right now off the top of my head.
I can't either.
Yeah, well, you know, and my point is that we have to understand our bodies, like, and so I said to the guy, and no disrespect to anybody on the call, I said to the guy, I said, listen, if you and your wife were able to have sex for the entire week because both of y'all were happy, trust and believe at the end of the week, you know, two could be smiling at each other. Because that's a natural thing. That is what connects a couple together. You might not think it does, but it does. And, hopefully and prayerfully, you can make it to our, what do we call that call, Marva, tomorrow night at 10 o'clock?
Intimate arise.
Yeah, in today.
Intimacy
Intimacy.
arise.
Listen, yeah, it's our call that we do about sex. That's what the call is about. Not now nasty sex, about why it's important to be having sex with your partner, with your mate, whatever it is you're doing, because I won't get in your business. I'm my business. But I'm here tonight to say, listen, we have a company that's absolutely amazing. People missing out. This is the best kept secret other than the Bahamas, and I won't get nobody mad in here in the world, because the products are simply amazing, especially from a microcirculation perspective. But as we go, you will listen. So we're looking for entrepreneurial leaders to expand our business internationally. So if you're on here and you're like, you know what? I'm ready to start a business. I'm ready to get into the health and wellness space. Dr. Ruth Ann, how do I do it? Well, let me show you. Let me help you do that. So today we're going to talk about health, time, money, and opportunity. So just a few stats about what has happened in the past 2 years. Now, y'all all know, if y'all are on here and had worked for people, you knew that, shoot, I either lost my job, got laid off, cut hours, never brought back in 2 years. Now, for me, guys, I've been an entrepreneur. My son is now 14. I've been an entrepreneur for 15 years. But when he was in my stomach, I opened my first physical brick and mortar business. And that was 14 years ago. I'm 46. So at 30 something years of age, I opened my first business and I never looked back. I have not worked for anybody since then. And I know you're like, what? I have not worked for anybody since then, literally. So these are some stats of the world. So remember, we're looking from a world perspective. We're not looking from a local perspective. You're not looking at your neighbor next door. We're looking at everybody in the world. What's going on? So 207 million people have lost their jobs, and dire poverty increased by 8 million people in the world. Unemployment, listen, 52 million jobs were lost. Unemployment. 122 million people are currently looking for a job, looking for something to do to bring income into their home. Listen, world growth, it decreased. You see what COVID did? Man, that cleaned out a whole pile of people. Like literally, just took us away from our loved ones. Gasoline skyrocketed. Basic food increased with no nutritional value. So we spending more money, but the nutrition in the food did not go up. It didn't get any better. And interest rates, of course, increased because of everything else that was going on in the world. So what are some stats from the World Health Organization? Well, 422 million people suffer with diabetes. That's a lot. And on a call last night for Microbiome, it was said, Dr. Peters said that they're now looking at Alzheimer's as type 3 diabetes because sugar is not good for the brain. I was like, what? That blew my mind. We have over 20 million people in the world suffering with cancer. We have 16% worldwide suffering with heart disease, okay, and suffering from heart attacks. And that has increased by 345%. Well, you know why, right? Stress. Stress will do it. And I know in a former presentation I used to do, the heart attack percentage for women has skyrocketed. Because back in the day, it was always, the man would be the one, quote unquote, to have a heart attack. Why? Because he's stressed more, quote unquote, pays all the bills, quote unquote, has to deal with this, deal with that, more burdens. But guess what? It's the women now too. And death by stroke has increased by 11% worldwide. And I want to really do some delving into strokes and all that because, my ex-husband, my former husband, he just passed away last week, Monday. 10 years ago, he got his mitral valve replaced and his tricuspid valve repaired. He could hardly breathe. He was sleeping, sitting in a chair with his head on the bed for nearly a year, to come to find out that his valve had actually popped from his heart. They didn't even know how he was living. I got him to a special team of doctors down in Miami, Mount Sinai Hospital, one of the top surgeons in the world. worked on him, minimal invasive surgery. The person who invented the surgery was there. But what happened? He did not want to change his lifestyle. And only recently did he start saying, when I said, okay, Freddie, you got to take these products. They're going to work. Only recently did he decide to say, well, okay, yeah, I think I'm going to, I got to make a difference. Guys, you got to make a change immediately. It's not and it has to be consistent. You got to be consistent with your change. So these are some of the stats in the world. Alzheimer's disease, type 3 diabetes, is the 7th leading cause of death in the world. 7th. And 50 to 7 million people are having sleeping problems. You know what we also learned last night, and I've said this before on many calls? If you are not sleeping, the bacteria that is meant to restore, revitalize, and renew your body cannot work. Some bacteria are meant to sleep, whilst the others are the workers. But if you ain't sleeping, guess what? Nothing can happen. So then you're thinking, oh, well, I stayed awake, I wide awake. No, you need to sleep. Your organs need to repair. So this is vitally important, and we have stuff that helps with that. So all of those stats, all of that information, listen, it's raw, and it's real, and it's alarming. To me, it is. However, you always have to look for that silver lining. Look for the light at the end of the tunnel. There are companies that are investing in research and development to create technologies which aim to solve the world's economic and health problems. And Sankey Global is definitely one of them. And we are advanced in the technology space when it comes to the formulations that we have. So Mr. Gerard Leonard is a futurist and a humanist. Okay, so he has been studying new technologies and their impact on humankind for the past and the last 25 years. So we're going to see from his concept, from his standpoint, what has been and what is to be. And let's see where Sankey falls in line with that. So he starts with the internet. Now, I know if y'all remember the internet when it first started? Y'all remember the box that had to plug into the phone line and used to make that funny noise? You remember that? Y'all remember you got mail? AOL? Y'all remember that? I do. And would you believe that's literally 26 years, like 26 and a half years to this day? Because I remember I was pregnant with my 26-year-old. She just turned 26. And I remember being in Florida and I got an AOL CD to download to the computer by my sister's house. I remember it like it's yesterday because I used to love to hear that. You've got mail. So he's showing us what happened over 25 years ago and the pattern of technology founders. But guess what? As innovative accelerators come aboard, right? It looks like we should have 3D printing. Child, I want one of them printers. I don't care what nobody say, I still want one. Then we have nanotechnology. We have that here at Sankey. It's able to get into the bloodstream immediately because it's so minuscule. It's able to permeate the wall barrier, brain barrier, and the eye wall barrier. Not many things can. It does not harm or mess with it in any way, shape, or form. It does, however, hydrate the brain, which is necessary. We just spoke about Alzheimer's. Then Mr. Gerard talks about future scenarios. Now he's looking forward, those 25 years that he deals with. Healthy extension of life. That this is going to be one of those most important things that we need to be looking at for the next 25 years. And guess what? Sankey Global is definitely one of those partners that can partner with you to create a healthy extension of life. Then you have the radical life extension. Well, Sankey has a 100-year legacy. They're not looking just to be around for the day, tomorrow, next week, 2 months, 5 years, 10 years. 100-year legacy. They don't have it planned out. When I first started here, we were on Orzod Enzyme 2 or 3, which is the formulations that I'm going to speak about in a few seconds. We're now on Orzod Enzyme 5. And you're going to see why. We have these, this laboratory that's constantly working to make our products better and better. So what is Sankey? Well, Sankey is an international company of Japanese origin, founded in 2010, whose main objective is to improve the quality of life so you live longer in a healthy way through the best nutritional technologies in the world. San means respect, and key for spiritual or vital energy. So that should tell you what we're really about here. We are here to really get your body moving. We want that spiritual energy moving through you, man. Vital energy going and pumping through the body. So one of our visions here at Sankey Global, and this is our CEO, Mr. Alejandro Lopez Tello. His vision is, like he says, our vision here at Sankey Global is to be a company that unites and guides more people in the world towards well-being. So we are truly here trying to push towards a culture of better lifestyle through your health. Now, our technological partners is Sankey Mayor out of Japan. It's a nanobiotechnology laboratory in Japan, where all of our scientific studies are done and where all the active ingredients for our products are made. So all of the trademarked products are absolutely made in this multi-million-dollar laboratory out in Japan, where they're tested, proven, tried, okay? So where did this all begin? Like, where did Sankey begin and why? Well, in order to understand the secret of longevity, because remember I told you Mr. Gerard's thing was health longevity, to have this healthy longevity. Well, Sankey, we set out to study the people who live more than 100 years. Those are the centenarians. And would you believe there's a huge population of centenarians in Japan, in Okinawa. And so since Japan is the country with the highest longevity in the world, that's where we started. And I always like to say that we reverse engineered it. We looked at these people and we said, hold on, what's going on with them? Like, what are they doing that we're not doing? Like, what makes them better than, what is that saying, as the old people say? What makes Peter better than Paul? What makes Peter better than Paul? Well, guess what? When they found out, they realized it's their eating habits, their external factors, their fermentation of their foods. Why? Because fermentation is good for the bacteria that's in your body. Man, if y'all has missed them microbiome calls, y'all need to get on them every Tuesday, 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central. You got to get on them. Whatmakesmehuman.com every Tuesday. And after many years of scientific investigation, let me tell you what they found. They discovered the secret was in their microcirculation, not just in their circulation, but their microcirculation, all the way down to their microcapillaries, to know, is the blood flowing the way it needs to? So did you know that the circulatory system is made up of a network of over 100,000 kilometers in length? Would you believe that's like 2.5 times the Earth's circumference? And did you know that the circulatory system is in charge of irrigating blood and oxygen throughout your whole body? And the nutrients that get to the cells flow through the blood? This is what the circulatory system is responsible for. So if you're not eating the right things, if you're not putting the right nutrients in, it's not going anywhere. Because if you have, if your circulatory system is clogged with mucus and inflammation, it nothing happening for you. And you're wondering why you're breathing hard, why you don't feel good and all this stuff. So for that reason, poor circulation can cause a couple things. Cell inflammation, that's the mucus and the pain, the creaks and the cracks. Cellular oxidation, man, you're looking older than you should. I know but I don't think I look that old. I don't know what y'all think, but I don't think I look my age. Like my kids always get mad when people say, oh, that's your sister. Don't big up her head. That's what they always say, don't big up her head. And it also, poor circulation can cause low energy. So if you're always feeling lethargic and you're like, oh my God, I can't take it, I'm tired. Well, guess what? It's because of that poor circulation. We need to get that working the way it needs to. So this causes almost all of your health problems. So in conclusion, if we improve your microcirculation, guess what? We improve your health and your longevity. So if I were to tell you that Sankey were the only ones, listen to me, guys. We're not just saying this for the fun of it. You have to hear me and do your own investigation. Don't believe anything I say. Don't believe nothing I say. Do your own investigation. I'll send you the white paper if that's what you need. We're the only ones to have an advanced and patented technology. Y'all hear that? Which improves microcirculation in a few minutes. So if we have this and we have all this stuff, the stuff to prove that we have all of this, would you take it? Would you recommend this amazing product? I know I would. I love it. So the latest generation of nutraceuticals is advanced Japanese technology called Balage. 80 plus clinics in Japan prescribe this product. I don't think people hear that when I say that, 80 plus clinics. You cannot I cannot sell somebody in Japan this product the way I sell it in the Bahamas, the way I sell it in the United States. You need a prescription. 40 plus years in research and innovation in one product. One product, 40 years? You spend 40 years on one thing? And a product without competition? There's no other product like it in the world. So if you decide to become a partner with us, a business partner with us, guess what? You can be proud to say that you have something that nobody else has. And the thing is, you just have to get them on calls like this. You don't have to do much. Just let me talk. So what does the Belage do? Listen, the Belage improves microcirculation. It protects your immune system. It builds your immune system by 45%. It can combat viruses by 85%. We have the white paper to prove that. It increases natural energy essential for your cells, so you're going to be energized. It's going to modulate gene expression. It inhibits inflammation, reduces chronic inflammation, decreases the effects of aging, and it helps liver detoxification. And like I said, guys, we're now on Ozar Demsign 5. Like we pushing hard, okay? So listen in to this video.
As we have said, the circulatory system fulfills very important functions, so having good circulation is indispensable for our health. But how can we know the condition of our blood circulation? The only way to know it is to observe your microcirculation through your microcapillaries. That is to say, the smallest blood vessels in your body, to be able to determine how good your circulation is. For that purpose, there exists a unique Japanese technology which is so powerful that it allows one to observe micrometric spaces invisible to the human eye. And in that way, your blood flow in real time. This is a Japanese technology and it is called X-Crista. It is a microscanner capable of seeing the microcapillaries in a safe and non-invasive way. Here now, we will show you an example using an X-Crista microscanner to find out the blood flow of a person before and after consuming Belage. As you can see in this test, the first image shows the microcapillaries of a person that has not taken Belage, while in the second image, you can see the microcapillaries of the same person 20 minutes after having taken Belage. In order to know if there is good or poor microcirculation, we must take note of 3 elements. 1. That the form of the microcapillaries does not have deformities and are elongated. 2. That the amount of microcapillaries is abundant.
Sorry about that, guys. I don't know why that video does that. I'm going to figure it out. But basically, the video is telling you about our X-Crista that can actually show you your blood, your circulation, your microcirculation moving, pulsating through your body, the necessity. And, for those men on here, for those listening on Facebook, those listening on YouTube, y'all know, I tell y'all I's the ED queen, erectile dysfunction queen. That is what is necessary. And for those men that always tell me, well, I ain't got no problem. I don't have no problem in that area. I just need to have more energy. I can't go long. Why you think you can't go long? 1, you ain't got the microcirculation to keep it going. Then you need the energy in yourself. Well, guess what? The Belage does both. So anyway, Dr. Bay Diaz, our ingredients are the only ones in the world capable of acting inside cells of the mitochondria. The mitochondria, like I told y'all, is the energy houses of your cells. And the one thing that the Belage does is it regenerates the mitochondria. Look up the word. It doesn't just like, how can I say, it doesn't just make it better, make it move better, give it more energy. It regenerates, brings back to life. That to me right there is a powerful word. I don't know about y'all. Okay. My mouse is frozen. But we deal in facts, guys, not opinions. And this is our manuals that if you need it, we can definitely give it to you. The choice is yours. You know, there's different type of persons in the world. Some people need a whole heap of information before they make a decision. And some people they hear truth, they hear understanding, they trust the person that's presenting them the information, and they move forward. But if you're that individual that needs more information, we're not scared of you. Please get back to the person that brought you this call. Let them know you need more information. You want to see the manuals. You want to see it for yourself. No problem. We got it. We got it. We're also in the specialized pharmacias down in Mexico. And we have the BSCG stamp of approval, which is for the athletes. So that is why we're looking for entrepreneurial leaders like yourself, to help us bring this technology to the world, because it's really necessary. Now, the platform that we use and the business model that we use is intellectual distribution. And I know you're going to start scringing as I say this, but listen to me. Just lean in and listen, okay? Don't back off. So this is a form of network marketing and multi-level marketing. And I know, yes, you might have been in some other thing, quick start. I don't know. Anyway, let me not call names. I'm not saying anything is bad with any company, okay? Or the business model. I'm just saying that network marketing works. It's not called net marketing. There is a word in there that if you do nothing, you get nothing. Bottom line, do nothing, get nothing. But this is the easiest way to reach millions of people. It is a zero risk model for entrepreneurs. So in this case, you don't have to buy a pile of stuff. You have a website, you have a landing page. You can send them to there. They can order. You don't have to deal with shipping. You ain't got to worry about nothing. Logistics, no. You don't have to get in your car to take it to them. No. If you're that individual that says, you know what, I want more hands off. I want to be able to send the link. I want them to just get it that way. That's fine. We have that opportunity for you. And you have the support and all the resources of the company that the company offers. Like literally, they are so super supportive. So how do you earn money? Well, by recommending the products, by creating a customer network, by building a network of distributors which do the same. So literally wash, rinse, repeat. Do the same thing, show the same thing, keep it moving. Okay. So earn by building a network of distributors. You're going to earn weekly from the consumption of each pair of people in your network, regardless of who invited them and at whatever level they are. It doesn't really matter. That doesn't matter at all. So we're going to imagine some possibilities. Now, we're not here to make any financial claims. So this is literally just a possibility of what it can look like if you so choose it to happen. Remember, work works. Remember, work works. So if you bring in 4 persons that say, yes, I'm ready to run. And then you say, listen, how can I help you to get your 4 people? Because how can I say it? Honestly, if you're that individual that says, I don't like people and I'm not willing to serve anybody, this would not be the business model for you. Honestly, I'm not going to sit here and lie to you. It's not. Okay. Because for me, the way I look at this business model is that, and I always have, and I've been successful in it. If I serve more people, I'm served. I'll repeat that again. If I serve more people, I will automatically be served. Does that make sense? So as long as I help others to achieve their goals, I don't have to worry about my own goals. Like I don't have to sit there and say, oh, well, I want to do this. And oh, I got to do that. No, I don't even have to worry about it. I literally don't. I can literally just say, okay, you know what? I'm going to serve this one to that, and I'll go to my different team members and say, where you want to go? How can I help? I love to serve people. That's what my calling is. I keep on trying to figure out what it is, but I think it's just to serve people. And like my coach told me one day, she said, Ruth, that's too broad. You can't have a thing that says you want to serve people. So this is the template of how it looks. It's a multiplication in this business. So if you go and help your 4 get their 4, now you got 16 people plus that 4, that's 20 people in your team. And if we continue to do this 6 level deeps, for example, you're looking at about 5,460 distributors that you now have in your organization. Now, what if each person goes out and gets 3 clients, 3 customers, right? Now you have 16,380 customers in that organization and network, totaling in total people, 21,000 people, which then broken down into the network can be pairs, 10,920 pairs, $4 a pair. You're looking at $43,000. And I know you're sitting there going, oh God, here's this imaginary money that I know I can never reach. Well, why can't you? Well, now let me pause. If you just said that, you're being truthful to yourself because that's what you believe. But if you believe you could do it, you're also being truthful to yourself. You know, my son today, he wanted something. Like every time I turn around, my son wants something. My son would drive me nuts. And I used to be suck it every single time. So I told him today, no, Raymond, I'm not doing it. I do not have the funds for that. And he said, what did he say? He said something like, Mommy, you will always have the funds. Something like that, he said. And I was like, Raymond, I don't have the money for that today. Seriously. He says, Mommy, that's not what you taught me. You will always have the money. The money will come. You've taught me to always speak positive into the air, not negative. So I was like, oh yeah, sorry, my bad. And this is a 14-year-old boy that I've taught to meditate. I've taught affirmations to, you know, and yeah, he is spoiled rotten, but I'm just saying that these are things you got to speak positivity into the air for whatever you desire. So with this example and possibility, if you only did 50% of the work, so you ain't even going out to find 4 people, you might go out and find 2 people, 2 find 2, 2 find, you know, you ain't even doing the 4, 4, 4, 4. You're doing 2, 2, 2 plan. You still gonna make $21,840. Like, are y'all getting it? Like, does that make sense? So then if you even put in less effort, what about 10% of the effort? So you're going to say, you know what? I only can do this like 2 hours in the evening. I'm not putting any more time into this. This is the only amount of time. Okay, no problem. What if that's only 10% in a week? Well, $4,368. Will that help anything in your business or in your life? I think it will. So I prefer to have 1% effort from 100 people rather than 100% of my own effort. That's what J.D. Rockefeller says. Now, I don't know if that makes sense to you, but literally what that means, just imagine it. You're on a field, and garbage is everywhere. There's 100 pieces of garbage, ball up piece of paper. Someone says to you, go clean that field, man. And you say, hold on a sec, buddy. I got to go walk up and down this field to go pick up this paper. But what if you found 100 people and each person that came, you said, can you go pick up 1 piece of paper for me, please? 100 people picking up 1 piece of paper has cleaned the field. Does that make sense? So that's what network marketing is about, like literally building these teams, and it just becomes an avalanche in the end. So furthermore, we have a career plan where you can definitely earn trips to Japan, trips to Paris. Listen, lifestyle bonuses. That means you can pay for your car note, pay for your house, your mortgage, spend the money on whatever you wish every single month. This is something that you are entitled to, and it's paid weekly. So you have weekly commissions coming in, and you don't have to be concerned. So all this is going to be by reaching your objectives and those of your team. So like I said to you before, serve your team. You don't have to worry about it. As long as you serve your team, you're good. You are good. Okay. And so I know you're wondering how do I get started? Well, how to start your business, Sankey business, is starting with any one of these packages here. You can start with the 320 all the way to the 1120. To me, I love the 1120 for those individuals that are like, you know what? I like to have stuff in my back trunk, because as soon as someone say they need Bellage, I don't even want them to wait 3 to 5 days, or in cases of having to drive to a fulfillment center in the Bahamas, in Jamaica, in Trinidad and Tobago. I don't want them to have to wait. I want them to get it now. So maybe the Pro Pack would be your package of choice, because you want it in the back trunk. Maybe you have a family that you know needs these products. So you'll say, you know what, I'm going to start with that executive pack because I see that's where I need to start. That is where I need to start because it has more than one product. And then if you're like, guess what? I just want to try every product because I want to be able to be an overall spokesperson for all of the products. I don't want to just, be biased to the Bellage like I am. Guys, last night, let me tell you something. Last night, Mava, I put two packs of Canoe and 2 in a 7 in a nice big cup of a mug of water, hot water. When I tell y'all I slept like a baby, woo! I slept so good. It was awesome. It was amazing. Awesome. You know, because I normally drink the canoe during the day, but that sleep was so sweet. I doing that again tonight. That was amazing. But we also have a unified pack, guys, for those that are looking at these prices and saying, if that is you, we have a Ballage and a canoe, and you're going to get a Ballage for free. So you're going to get 2 Ballage, 1 canoe for about $175. That also gives you the membership. So listen, you can start there and still build a multi-million-dollar business from this business model. Are you hearing me? So coming in at any pack is not going to give you preferential treatment to any percentages, to anything. You're going to start where we all start, right? Playing field, even playing field. Okay. So are you ready to start your business with Sankey? Because if you are, we're going to have a commitment from the owners, from the CEO, from the founders. Okay. Because this is where it's just absolutely amazing, because I had, Mr. Avita come to me a few months back, and he's like, Ruth Ann, which persons on your team are really interested in building their business? And so I was like, I gave him a few names, and he's like, no, I only want the serious ones. Now you have to understand, this is a multimillionaire asking me, who can he train on my team? He don't have time for that. But he's willing to say that if you are willing to learn, if you are willing to be mastering this business, because he's been doing it since he was like 20 something, he's willing to show you the steps A, B, C, so that you can go all the way to Z and be successful. I don't know any other company like that. I really don't. I don't know any company where you can literally say that, the owners, the CEO is willing to bend over backwards to get you to another level, as long as you're willing to get there. Yeah. And like Joy says, sharing is caring. And you can find this recording on my YouTube channel, Ruth Ann Newton Lightburn. We put these to Facebook and YouTube basically every single night. And I'm doing a 90-day run. I'm doing a 90-day run to show you that if you're willing to run, you can get on this call every night, bring 2 guests, 3 guests, and build your business and start seeing money coming in every single week. Anyway, I one day I'm going to reveal everything to everybody, and y'all are going to sit there with your mouth open. Little old me, Ruth Ann from the Bahamas, in a wheelchair, in a bed, not able to walk, making it happen, making money moves, making health moves, not being scared. So listen in as we welcome you to Sankey Global.
Today is your opportunity. The opportunity to live without limits like many people are already doing. In Sankey, time is the most important, because we understand that investing it wisely will open infinite possibilities for sustainable happiness. Enjoying a healthy lifestyle without economic difficulties, and with the opportunity to fully live your passions with the most important people in your life, means that you have made your time worthwhile. This is the case of thousands of people who have found their purpose in Sankey and have bet on getting there by making each day count. Today is your opportunity to belong to Sankey, to belong to a worldwide company that has succeeded in allowing thousands of people to find a purpose, stability, and a certainty that things can be better, that they can live a better life, that opportunities exist for those who are willing to take advantage of them when they are presented. Today, this opportunity is being given to you. Are you ready to take it? And you can count on us to make you the person you were born to be.
You can count on us to making you the person you were born to be. Wow. I'm always moved to know that in the last 3 years of being a part of Sankey Global, I've been able to literally achieve a very high rank, double a diamond in this company. And to me, that says so much, because once again, I'm sitting in a wheelchair. And I don't say that like just to say, oh, I'm sitting in a wheelchair. I'm saying it to say, like, what's your excuse again? Like, why aren't you doing this? Why aren't you even trying to do it? Like, and one day I can tell y'all how much money I've been making. And then maybe if I tell y'all how much money I make, then maybe y'all start working. My commitment is not only to the money, but is to helping other people see their health opportunities within this. But we don't like to talk about the money because it just seems like a taboo topic. But guess what? Don't have any money and see what happens. Because money is right up there with oxygen. Don't have it, you can't breathe. I don't know about y'all, but which door will you choose? Are you going to choose the door that's closed? Are you going to choose the partially open door? Now, I know you're nosy and you want to see what's going on behind that door. But if a door is wide open, waiting to accept you, open arms, which one are you going to choose? I know which one I'm going to choose. I'm going to go straight through that open door. So I want to welcome you to Sankey. I don't know if there's any questions tonight. We can open up for questions. Let me know. So any questions I can get, let me know. Let me know. Marva, any questions? No, yes, no. I think y'all can unmute. Any questions, guys?
Let me take a look.
Go ahead, Joy.
Okay, thank you. Good night, everyone. Good night, Doc. Thank you for the awesome presentation as usual. God bless you. And I'm so inspired by you. What you just said during the closing of this presentation. You're in a wheelchair. I absolutely have no excuse. And I am really, really inspired by you, and I'm praying for you always.
Thank you.
You're welcome. So this is what I want to say. I'm still learning the business part. I understand about the microbiome. I'm learning each time, Sir Clive, and you present. The more I listen, the more I learn, of course, is reinforced. But the business part of it, I'm going to have to call. I know Marva is always willing to help me, and I know you are, Doc. So
Yes.
thank you so much. So I'm not a business. When it comes to my mind, I have to learn to be business oriented because I don't understand business so fast. It takes me time.
Right.
So, so the science part is no problem. So, I just need some help with that. So I'll have to get in touch with one of you when I am able to, as soon as I can, because I need to learn much more. Because even I'm almost finished. Even in this presentation, I keep watching the part about when you explain about how you earn it, and I get a little confused sometimes. So I say, "Oh my goodness, I need to understand it better." So that's what I want to say.
No
Thank you.
problem at all. Well, we're here to definitely do that, and I know I'm probably going to start doing a training on Sunday afternoons, because I think that's like our only day that we can actually do something. So maybe like 4:00 on Sundays, we'll start some type of training so that persons can now reestablish their back offices again and really understand how everything works and, how do you get paid? So I think if everybody, I always tell persons, and Marvin knows I say this, is that in network marketing, if you do not understand your comp plan, you're not understanding your business. That's your business. Your business is your comp plan. So,
But you know something though, I actually didn't understand the comp plan at all. I trusted the Sankey system that you can get paid for what you do, and I was getting paid, but I still was kind of curious. And you were given a class in this, telling us about the comp plan and stuff. And you said one thing to me, and it hit home. And I've been running since. The only time everything will happen to me is if I'm in the hospital for some reason or the other, and I have to stay away or something. But other than that, I'm there. People probably wonder if I don't have anything to do in my house, why I'm always on the calls. But this is my business, so I need to be here. So Joy, you're here all the time now. I see that, and you keep notes. I know you need the videos. You send me some, I missed this. What about that? And I commend you. and you're honest about where you are in all of this. So this is what's going to get you there, because you're willing. If you're not able yet, you will, because you're willing to learn. And that's what it takes. Put that passion into it, and it's like putting passion into a machine, and it comes out in dollars, in US dollars. So just keep it up. And for anybody, don't think and say, okay, Dr. Ruth, and it's a diamond leader, mom, it's a silver leader. We work, and sometimes we're at the edge of our seats. We don't know which way it's gonna go. Just before midnight in a different time zone, we're making it. So you gotta get into it, enjoy the way you get into the conversation and stuff, all that. Don't sit there silently. Nothing like you want to be silent, but trust me, once, if you go to the beach, you can't swim until your foot touch the water, right?
Yes.
So you gotta dive in, and trust me, when you're diving at the feet of people who aren't lazy, people who are willing to give it to you, and give it to you straight. Mother, girl, or child, I get it. So don't think that it's all flower roses. I love yellow roses, but it got thorns on it too, So I gotta keep my wits about me. And Dr. Ruth, and she quietly, or should I put it this way, she quizzes me in a way that if I'm not careful, I don't know I'm being quizzed, just to keep me on my toes. And I get it. It took me a long time to get it, but you know what? I'm learning. And I appreciate you so much, Dr. Ruth. I really, really do. I say this behind your back, in front of your face, because you know what? Sometimes we need to hear it too. We hear to from the horse's mouth. Come my horse, but from the horse's mouth, you need to hear it. You need to hear it, because that's one of the things that God has blessed us with, is that we need each other. Yes. And I need you. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Well, guys, thank you so much for getting on. And it's all about changing your mindset. And for those that get on early, you normally know that I play a video, and sometimes I play it all the way to the end, because mindset is important. You can't do anything if your mind is not right. And our mind is the most important thing going. It can either break us or make us. So the choice is yours. It's a choice to decide to go, or to decide to stop. And, like I did a note in our Sankey group today, our global group today, and I said, shoot, I have every reason to stop, but I have not. Because in stopping, it means that I'm quitting, and that's not an option. Quitting is not an option for me. So I need everybody on here, everybody on YouTube, everybody on Facebook, reevaluate where you are mentally. Reevaluate where you are mentally. Where do you wish to be? We were listening, Marva, what was that yesterday when we were listening to the woman, and she said she had to catapult herself out of bed every morning. And at one point, she didn't even want to do it. And then she listened to something about NASA and how the spaceship takes off. And so one morning she got up and she did it 5, 4, 3, 2, and catapulted herself out of bed and just kept on going from there.
That's how we're going to do it sometimes.
Guys, it's in our mind. If you believe you could fail, guess what? You're a winner. And if you believe you could succeed, my God, you're correct.
No, my driving instructor many years ago, he told me, anywhere you turn your eyes, that's where your car is going to go. If you keep your eyes,
that's what they say. Well, that's what they say about the horses. That's why the horses have the gird on their eyes.
Yeah.
If the horse didn't have the gird on their eyes, they'd go all over the place.
Yeah.
They'd go all over the place, but they put those girds on their eyes. Why? To keep them focused, forward thinking.
But that's what we need to stay focused.
Yeah, so we have to stay focused, guys. Stay focused on whatever your dreams are. And I'm not saying that Sankey is the end all be all, but I am saying that if you want a revolutionary formula that can absolutely change your life, you found it. So with that being said, I want to say thank you so much again for getting on. My name is Dr. Ruth Ann, out of Alabama by way of Freeport, Bahamas, where I love. That's my home. That's my heart. And like I always say, service to humanity, guys, is what?